Good evening. Steve Underberger here, Big London Films. Directly on satellite, we have a debate going on in the UK, and they're talking about, in the current climate, should tuition fees be raised?
Well, I would say that tuition fees should be raised, but not by a ridiculous margin. 4,000-5,000 in total. But in the long run, these people are going to make money and they're going to pay it back. And if they can't, we should throw them in prison.
But why should they be raised?
Well, because you know, firstly, nobody likes students. So it's you know,
but we don't want to.
It's obviously a good thing to annoy students. I know it's not a sensible policy. But if you don't like students as people, insulting them is good. Or in this case, use the judicial process.
Yes. But if they have scrimped and saved all their lives
sending the family
to do the university work, they would need it cost. Why would they do that? Why would you want to do that for?
Well, reasons that I've clarified. I mean, if these students, firstly, let's go through the list of reasons, shall we? One, yes.
Yes, I'll argue that. Two, why don't you report it? Number two, yes, students. Okay. Number three,
nobody likes students. Okay. No, please, let me finish. No, please.
I was going to agree with you.
Can I finish? I need to finish, but I will walk off now.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Oh. Number 5, and I think it was well mentioned, they are students. Okay?
Oh.
I think that's relevant.
Well,
I think
you mentioned that.
I think in this discussion it's worth mentioning that they are students.
Yes.
Okay, and it's been discussed widely in the world. I think of that incident in China when they were shot. Do you remember the name of Tiananmen Square or something? There were students, bloody students, shot. Did anyone complain then?
Yes.
Did anyone? I asked honourable gentlemen. Did anyone complain then?
Yes.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. The reason they please. No. The reason they didn't. No, stop. Please. Can I finish?
No.
Can I finish?
No.
The reason they wasn't complaining is because they were students. If they had been sort of gentlemen at my sort of age, you know, there wouldn't have been a complaint. But because they were students, which is why we're raising the fees, nobody complained.
If they're not students, you wouldn't.
I don't have a problem. I wouldn't have a problem. Why would we have tuition fees? Fair enough. Next question.
Should bricks and cement be sold together?
Well, I think bricks and cement should be sold as a commodity together, but
then you cut out people's work who make the cement and who make the bricks.
Well, I mean, I think the whole process of making bricks is ridiculous in general. Firstly, the fact that bricks, when considered, are made of brick. Okay, to me that's ridiculous. I mean, maybe it's just me, but making bricks out of bricks is very fascist. Very fascist, sir. And I personally don't stand for it. I know you're Liberal Democrats, you stand for this, but as a member of the British National Party, I find it deeply offensive that bricks are still made of bricks in this year 2012, sir. Can I just say, if that was in the House of Commons, there would have been a very large round of applause here across the whole thing. And the fact is, I find very racist in itself.
Yes. What would you make bricks out of?
Well, it's not. I don't think that's necessarily important. You just say, look, you sir, because these are very common people that make bricks. You shouldn't understand. They use that Polish, whatever your name is, Jindu, but you make the brick. Don't ask what they're made of. Don't ask what they're made of. Get the bricks, make them, and then make a bloody house. I mean, when did we have to stop?
Sorry chaps, I'm going to have to stop you there. The time's running short. And the third question, I'm sure, is in a lot of people's minds. Should the government build more hospitals?
No, you know, I sort of think they should, remain open.
I think they should be closed.
No,
Give me just one good reason why they should not be closed.
I give you two good reasons. Reason number one. It's got
to be a reason that I agree with, and with the general population, and with all the ministers agree.
But there's my uncle Cuthbert. My Uncle Cuthbert?
Yes.
He had a wing named after him, for example.
Yes.
A wing of the hospital. And if there was no such thing as a hospital, I don't know what he would be naming himself after. I mean, I think that's not a good reason. I don't know what. Second reason, my Uncle Cuthbert had a wing in a hospital named after him. I think there's two perfectly good reasons there.
It does not make sense, because if you want a hospital, you don't need a hospital. You got to go a private hospital, not a personal.
But I think you'll find that a hospital that is private is a private hospital.
Have you ever heard of one person who's ever used a hospital?
Well, I
name one person.
Well, the other day I was driving past and I saw a perfectly nice chap, and he was helping me fix my tire, and he went into a hospital, and he helped me get some water from.
All right, let me rephrase the question. What good has the hospital ever done anyone?
Well, I think I returned to my previous point that my uncle Cuthbert had a wing named after him. That's very good. At many dinner parties when we were around, he's sort of turned to us and he said, I have a wing named after Cuthbert Wing of the hospital.
I'll say it another way. Who do you know who has ever been to a hospital?
Well, I know several people, but I don't think that's perfectly prudent to this particular point. If I'm honest, I know that my uncle Cuthbert, which I think suffices for this conversation. But I could talk about the same point all day.
If I make it clear, who do you know personally who's ever been near a hospital?
I'm sorry, chaps, I'm going to have to stop you there. I'd like to thank you both for turning up this evening and expressing your opinions with us.
Absolutely no problem.
No problem whatsoever. Thank you.
Very nice to join.
Anytime.
Well, thank you, viewers. That's it tonight for our live debate. Hope you enjoyed proceedings as much as we do. Take care, sleep good, because you deserve it. This is Steve Underberger signing off from Big London News.